Good morning, guys. It's very windy here today, so I'm sorry if you can't hear me over the mic. It's very, very windy. It's the 2nd of February, and as you can see, it's very cold. We've got ice formed up here and everything else. I think it's about -2 at the moment. Done a fair bit of work since the last video. We had a bit of work that we've done on the plot, and we've had some deliveries of some stuff and what have you. We're going to take a little look around with what we're doing on the plots and what we've been doing on the plot, and also we need to move some stuff around, but we'll have a look at that later on in the program. So, over the last few weeks, we've had a delivery. Now, this huge mound of wood chip here is old pallets, and it's been churned up through a shredder, so it's all different sort of sizes, but you know, it'll be all right for the birds and the ducks and stuff to walk on, just to get them up out of the mud. Now, this has come from PKL recycling, and the guy happens to be my boss in my new station where I work at, and this is something he has outside of work, so he's dropped this off for me, as well as a load of pallets. I'm not sure if you can see them, so I'll come around and I'll take you over to those now in a moment. So I've got a load of these pallets as well. Now, these are quite narrow but high pallets. They let me get one out of the way that looks okay. Bear with me a second, guys. There we are. Right. They're all interlocked. Okay. These are quite narrow but high pallets. And I'm hoping over the next few months he's going to be able to get enough that we can use these to create a new fence right around the plot. And then, because they're just planks stapled to or nailed to a couple of 2x3s, we can hang things off the back of them. But what we will do is we will put posts and things in the ground. Anyway, I've got to move the camera because someone's coming up. So as you can see, we've got about 30 of these pallets here, and they're going to be perfect for making a quite a high fence. We're talking probably around about 4.5 feet here, maybe. So this will be quite an handy little fence, and we can hang things off it and paint it up and everything else. I'm sorry if you're struggling to hear me, guys. I have got a windshield on, but it is really windy and cold up here today. In fact, like I said, at the moment it's measuring -2 outside. Now, before that was delivered, we had the same amount of this stuff, which is really fine. Again, no leaves in it, but really fine wood, and we've been using this on our pass on the plot. Like I said, we've been getting on with a bit of work, so I'm going to take you around now, and we're going to go and have a quick look at the plot. In fact, I'll just turn you guys, I think. But excuse me picking you up and spinning you. So at the moment, this is what the plot is looking like. So we've dug over most of the beds. I'm just in the middle of this one here now. We're about halfway through it. Down here where the old polytunnel was, we're going to be putting our brassica bed, and we will build a cage for that. But as you can see over here, all of the wood chip is down. We need to sort these strawberry beds out. They're they're looking a bit worse for wear. They need to be cut back and stuff. But it's so cold here at the moment. I'm just leaving them because they're acts as an insulation. But the beds have all been dug over. The paths were all dug over and the cooch pulled out of them, and all the cooch gas. And the beds have been manured except for the carrot bed, which is this one here. Okay, that's had all new Pallet mix put in it. So we are getting on with things, guys. We managed to plant some garlic here a few weeks back, but these beds now will, you know, they're ready to just turn over closer now. They, like I said, they've been weeded. We've put some manure on the top of them. We may put a bit more compost in them. I'm not sure yet. We'll decide that closer to the time. The big allium bed that we had down the bottom and the one we grew the leeks in have been done as well. I'll show you that in a moment. And they've been totally dug over. The manure pile around the back is pretty much gone. We still need to finish sorting out the polytunnel because we haven't done stuff there. But we are sort of hacking on with things, and things are starting to take some shape. Now we've got a lot of rubbish that we need to get rid of here, mainly sort of bags of weeds and plastic and things like that. We have been burning some of the weeds. The allium bed right at the very back, them two beds there, okay, they are all done. So you know, we are getting on top of it quite quickly. I'm surprised actually how, considering if you look back into last October's, and in fact what I will do, I'll put a video here. It was like a jungle year. It was all about 5 feet tall and everything else, and the reason for that was, like I said, all NATO and everything else. It just took over our life, and with all the problems we were having up here, I just really didn't want to be here, so I just let it get away. And I was quite surprised at how easy the beds have been to sort out. So that's what we've been doing while you've had no videos, guys. I just want to take you into the polytunnel. So at the moment, I'm not sure if you can see this. I'll try and get it so you can actually see the digits. But outside it was -2 degrees, and we're at 14.1 degrees in here. So that's Celsius. So the polytunnel is really doing well. It needs a good clean. It's got algae everywhere, as you can see. It needs a really good clean. But you know, it's held up well against the weather, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So we just need to dig the whole area over now, to be honest with you. It's already been turned, but a couple of weeds have come up now through the winter, as you can see. It's a little dry, and we need to get some compost and manures and stuff in here. So I need to now get on with moving that bark chip into the pens. They're really big stuff. We'll lay it out and we'll see how it looks. If we have to, we'll cover it over with some softer stuff just to make sure it's not going to affect the birds' feet and stuff like that. So as you can see, guys, this is the stuff. It's, you know, there's a lot of small stuff, but quite a bit of big stuff in it as well, so it'll take a while to break down. We're just going to put a really big thick layer down, and if we need to, we will put some smaller stuff over the top of it. The chickens are digging around in it. They've been flattening it out quite well, but you know, it's really just here to get them out of the mud and keep their feet nice and warm and things like that. So we'll smooth this now, like this. For the ducks, I think we'll need, because they you know, they don't like big chunky things like this, and they've got web feet and things. So I think what we'll do is we'll lay a nice big layer of this down for them, and then over the top of it put a layer of that thinner stuff that we're getting hold of. You know, that will make a big difference to them, I think. But what this will do, this won't break down nearly as quick because it's so thick. Now, as you can see, there are nails in this, okay, and that's not a good thing, but we do have a solution for that, and I will show you that in a moment. Okay guys, so we've got about, I don't know, 15 wheelbarrows or so maybe down, and for those who are worried about the nails, because these were pallets as I said, we've also borrowed this off my boss, okay, and this is essentially a magnet, and all we're going to have to do is try and run it across the top of this, and I don't know if you can hear it clicking, and all it does is pulls out all the nails out of the thing, and there they all are, look, stuck on the bottom. Alright, so I can pull them off if I want to, a couple at a time, and that's just taking out all the nails, you know. So even though now if you notice they just fell, and that's because I pulled the handle there, but I haven't got a sheet or anything to put it down. But so essentially that's what happens. It takes out all these nails, and that's what we're going to be doing now. We'll run over it a few times, and just that little bit then is taking out loads, but it's a really good little machine, you know. And then we'll just come here and we can just pull it down so they just fall on it. There's not millions in here, but there's enough to cause an issue, so that's why I've borrowed this as well. And it's pulling them up right from the bottom as well, so yeah, all I'm going to do is just scrape them off and pull them off. It's easier. But I don't know if you can hear it clinking away, guys. Any nails that are in here now will be pretty much gone, and we'll just roll over this now. Until it's all gone. But it certainly beats worrying about them. And I ain't going to worry about the chickens or anything then, because I can just lift them out. And it's as simple as that, guys. And I know that they're going to be fine. I'm hardly picking anything up here now. I think I'm picking the odd one up here and there. Clinking ain't half as much. There we are, done. Now see that one still in the wood, look, but we just wiggle him off, chuck that over there. Yeah, there's only a couple more there now. That's it. Right, so just show you what we've got. What's that taking us? About 10 minutes? 5-10 minutes. And that is all the nails that was in that lot, holding it all together. Okay, it's quite a lot of nails, but that little magnet there is perfect for pulling them out. Doesn't take long, and we now know that the chickens and stuff aren't going to put their feet onto anything that they shouldn't be. There's probably the odd one here. Yeah, I could hardly hear anything now, wouldn't I? But just do this section here again. There we are. That's it. I dropped them all, so I'm just going to run it up there. There we are. They tend to roll around on the bottom, so they make noise. There was 7 nails there. So get all that off there. Have to give that a wash after. So that's how we're getting the nails out, guys. But you know, it's going to be much better for the chickens. If I have to, I'll stick some softer stuff on top, but I really don't think it needs it. Maybe the ducks will, I'm not sure, but by the time it's treaded down and things. Incidentally, this will probably make really good stuff for pathways and stuff on the plot. I'll be using this around some of the polytunnel and things, I think, when we get around to that. But for now, I need to get the rest of this done. So today, guys, I think that's going to be it for the video. It's just to give you a quick update of what we've been doing as far as the beds go and the paths over on the plot. Just really getting it ready for springtime. And out here, at the moment, I haven't even potted a seed on. I haven't done a chilli, a tomato, nothing. Mainly because it's been so cold, and I'm limited with space in the house at the moment. But I will, now it's February 1st today, I will be starting to get some seeds in the ground. Well, not in the ground, but into trays and modules and things like that. Great thing about this, it's chickens absolutely love digging around and stuff. As you can see right in the back there, they anything that's new on the plot they just love playing with, you know. So they get in there, scratch around. It just gives them something to do. So rather than them having absolutely nothing, they'll go up there and they'll play. They've all gone running over there for some reason. I don't know why, but I'll go and have a little investigation now. But as you can see, that makes a big difference in the plot. Once all this is down, you know, we can walk on it and not get muddy. I'll be able to come up here in shoes rather than wellies. Incidentally, all the ground around here was like that. You know, there's probably around about 70 ton of bark chip down here, with a good foot above everybody else's plot. And that's because of all the bark chip we've put down over the last few years. Make a good start to an Eden project. A few guys on Facebook have been having a chat, and one guy in particular has been starting videos on it, and that was something that I was looking to do possibly over in this plot here, but I'm going to wait. I was going to sift this ground first before putting this new layer down, but I can't be bothered. It's too much like hard work. So we're going to start from scratch on there. But this year we've got to get in there, got to kill off all them stingies, because if you remember, back in October it was just 6 feet high in stingy nettles. We cut them all down, but we've got to get the root out, so we'll have to dig that because we're going to grow our pumpkins, gourds, and we're going to have a crack at the giant marrow again this year. We're going to try and beat our 52 pounder. and we're also going to have a crack at the giant pumpkin this year. So so that's what we're about at the moment. So it only leaves me to say, hope you all have a great week, and I will see you later on, possibly in the next few days, and we'll have another episode if we've got something to show you. I'll speak to you soon, guys. Have a great day. Bye.